Before you get to the podcast, I just wanted to say that this podcast contains spoilers and profanity. Also, since this is the first episode, I just wanted to let you know that we're still working out some of the kinks. So there will be times when Connor will cut out because my internet's crappy and there's only one recording, but these issues will not be there in future episodes. So thanks for tuning in. If you like what you hear, then hit the like button. And if you want to hear more, then subscribe to the channel. But overall, thanks for tuning in and enjoy the podcast.
Well, wait, before we do anything, what the fuck are we talking about?
Oh, we're just gonna talk about Deadpool 2 and Infinity War. I didn't get a chance to see Han Solo yet, but
All
that
right,
can be its
no
own,
worries.
that can be its own discussion because it's still fresh and new. But hi, I'm Josh. Connor, introduce yourself.
Hey, I'm Connor.
Yeah, and this is our podcast that is yet to be named. Um, Today we're gonna
It's
be
in the works.
discussing Avengers: Infinity War and Deadpool 2. So let's start off with Infinity War. What did you like? What did you overall think of it?
I mean, I think everyone has a pretty good consensus that it's a pretty good movie. Um,
Pretty.
lots of people weren't really expecting it to go the way it did. Also, spoilers. I feel like we should get that out of the
Oh
way
yeah, yeah,
first.
yeah, yeah.
If we're gonna be talking about this specific movie,
Yeah,
dropping a spoiler warning might be a pretty.
we're gonna be discussing the movie in full. This is a spoiler discussion. We're gonna be discussing the plot, people who die, people who live, and how things transpire. So if you haven't watched the movie yet, definitely go check it out. It's definitely worth seeing. But
It's
go
just
go watch the movie, come back, or if you don't give a fuck, then just hang out and listen and let us tell it to you.
all right. So spoilers in 3, 2, 1. Okay, so everyone's fucking dead.
Everybody's dead.
Everyone's fucking dead.
Everybody's dead except for like
Dead in quotation marks.
well, yeah, dead except for a few characters. Like some characters quote unquote die, and then other characters are like fucking dead.
Some people soft die, other people's hard
Yeah,
die.
like fucking Gamora gets like taken out Tekken
She is hard.
style. That's what I thought about when I saw how Gamora
She's
died. I thought
she's
about
hard dead until they get the time stone.
yeah, I thought about like how they fucking you know that cutscene in Tekken where like the dad just throws off his kid off of a fucking cliff. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forget his fucking name.
Yeah, that's exactly like what went down. But yeah, overall I think it's a good movie too. Even beyond like a superhero movie, it's just a good action movie and a good sci-fi movie as well.
There's not even that much action in it, really.
There isn't. It's
There's what like 3 major fight scenes. There's one at the beginning.
yeah,
There's one in the middle, and then there's the very end one, which is
well,
and
yeah.
that's pretty much it.
Thanos carries the movie very, very well, and
He stole this entire show for me.
I wouldn't say he stole the entire show for me. Well, actually, no, fuck that, I'm wrong. Cause like, no, the the dichotomy between like Stark, like Tony Stark was another good character in this movie. Like
Yeah,
it was Thanos and Iron Man throughout the whole movie, and the
it's
whole
good because Iron Man is one of the few that lives.
yeah, and he like Robert Downey Jr. He must really like that role. I'm surprised he isn't tired of it yet. Like he's
No,
been
yeah, honestly, I mean it's getting them the big bucks.
well, yeah,
They are
but
paying him very handsomely for his work.
I don't feel like he needs any more money at this point though. Maybe he's like putting away cash for like his freaking grandkids. But yeah, he plays it really really well. Like he is Iron Man now. Like that's
Yeah,
not even a question. But between him and Thanos, like the movie is very it's not as action packed as most Marvel movies like you said. It's more
it is kind of a drama.
it is kind of a drama and it's just like kind of
I I don't want to say Shakespearean, but
to an extent it is Shakespearean, but with a lot more like explosions and with the whole universe at
and
stake.
aliens and shit. Like,
Yeah, speaking of aliens, one of my favorite aspects of the movie was the fact that you got to see like really different worlds because a lot of like a major issue that I have with a lot of the Marvel movies is that a lot of the fights will just take place in like these gray buildings or warehouses. Like if you look at the
Which were in this movie? They were.
well, the opening scene was like fought in New York City, and but then
I'm thinking specifically of the Captain America reveal where he fights the motherfuckers in the warehouse.
in the warehouse. Oh yeah. Well, even then though, but they still like every action movie nowadays has like warehouse fights. I don't understand like why that happens.
Because they're easy to shoot.
Yeah, I guess they're easy to shoot and they're cheap, but still, like I hope that eventually, like, deceases. I don't know, fight in an open field, which they did.
I was a big fan of that first fight scene in New York. That was great.
The first fight scene,
That was
the first fight scene in New York was great.
I like it's right behind the like first fight scene's like the second best, middle one's like the number one best, and then at the very end was probably my least favorite fight scene in the movie.
Are you talking about the end one where he fights
In Wakanda?
in Wakanda, where they have the giant swarm of aliens?
Yeah,
I feel like
was a big fan of that.
I feel like the Marvel writers just don't know how to properly write a fucking climax without like a swarm. But even then,
I mean, that's every superhero movie. There's always gonna be a swarm of something.
yeah.
It seems like
Well, now that I think about it, I think it's because
Ultron had a swarm. The first Avengers movie had a swarm. This one has a swarm. They all got swarmed somewhere.
yeah, true. I think it's because it's an ensemble movie, so everybody needs something to do, including Bucky with his fucking gun.
Shit! Bucky with his assault rifle, doing nothing to anyone.
Yeah, if you haven't seen the movie yet, pretty much, like, there was a scene that just fucking tickled me. But pretty much, Thanos is, like, this giant purple, like, freaking universe-destroying motherfucker.
He has all the Infinity Stones except for one.
Yeah, and then...
And Bucky shows up with a fucking assault rifle, like, I got this.
The fucking Winter Soldier, like, runs
get him.
at him, like, with a gun. Like, this is gonna solve the problem. Like, I got this, guys, back away.
He just flicks his forward, Bucky goes fucking flying.
Yeah, that was fucking funny. But one issue that I had with it was that the humor felt so fucking misplaced. Like, I don't.
Yeah, it was a little off-putting in some places, but I didn't have that much of a problem because they pulled back the humor a little bit because of the stakes that were going on.
Well,
like if you go back and rewatch a movie like Age of Ultron, they're cracking jokes at the most inappropriate times in that movie.
Yeah.
It gets really frustrating. Age of Ultron is a garbage movie. Don't watch that.
Yeah, Age of Ultron was like bad overall. Like, I wouldn't. It's skippable too because nothing important to the.
That's not true.
What do you mean? Okay, it introduces Scarlet Witch.
It introduces Scarlet Witch. It introduces Vision. It is the figurehead for how Civil War happened. It's caused lots of shit. It's important, but it sucks.
Honestly, I just completely forgot it. Like, my mind, my brain.
You know what's a really good Marvel movie that's not important?
What?
I wish it was. Iron Man 3 is actually really good.
Iron Man 3? Honestly,
I'm one of those weirdos that really liked Iron Man 3.
I heard like a lot of people hate it, but
I don't know why. I don't know why.
Honestly, that was so long ago that I just forgot what fucking happened. Like,
it's fun because it's Tony Stark going on adventures, and without his suit and needing to fight off these super evil guys who can easily kill him using only his wits and stuff until like the very end.
That's what he does.
He doesn't have his suit at all. Like he's without it, and there's like cool character development stuff going on because he's dealing with like PTSD from the first Avengers movie and shit.
Yeah,
it's a good movie. I don't know why people hate it. Better than fucking Thor: Dark World.
Well, Thor honestly shouldn't have had his own movies. Like, he should have just had Thor. And then Thor Ragnarok. Like, they just needed a movie to introduce him, and then he should have just been like a Black Widow or a Hawkeye, and only been in the Avengers.
I mean, I love Thor now because of Ragnarok. Ragnarok is great.
Well, yeah, because he, the person
He's
who
like, hey, Guardians of the Galaxy is really cool. Let's steal from that.
Yeah, pretty much. But we're getting off topic. Back to
Yeah.
Infinity War. As I was saying though, the sci-fi elements were one of my favorite parts because it was visually interesting. Like the freaking part where with
The Forge.
yeah, the Forge was honestly like
The Forge is great.
one of my favorite parts.
Peter
of the fucking
Dinklage
movie.
just showing up
Fucking
as a giant dwarf.
Peter Dinklage getting typecast as a giant dwarf. Like, I don't know if they did that on purpose. Like, I don't know if they were sitting there, like, snickering to themselves, like, we're gonna write Peter Dinklage in, and then we're gonna make him taller than everybody, but we're still gonna make him a fucking midget. And then we're gonna kill all his fucking friends. Like,
That'll show him.
But, like, he's pretty much the new, like, mini-me, and it kind of makes me sad. Like, I wish there were more midgets. Like, what, like... They need to make that one midget Vine star.
Whatever happened to Warwick Davis? Is he still in movies?
Which one?
Warwick Davis.
Are you talking about the one who died?
No. You think of Mini-Me? Mini-Me died.
Yeah, Mini-Me died.
Warwick Davis is still alive. He was in Star Wars. He did he did a show with Carl Pingleton he was in the third season of Idiot Abroad. It was really good.
Oh, I haven't fucking. I have not.
You should watch it. It's really good.
Oh, Idiot Abroad I've watched, but not. I have no idea who the fuck you're talking about.
In the third season, where he it's the midget he goes on adventures with.
Who knows? But I was gonna.
I know. I'm the one telling you.
I don't know. Connor
Okay.
has more of an encyclopedic knowledge of film.
Oh no, that's a complete fucking lie. I have the worst memory in the world.
Well, you know more than me. Like I just like, hey, this movie is good. This movie
don't
bad.
know that, dude. I don't know shit. I don't know.
You know enough.
If you forgive me, I don't know anything. Don't put me on the spot like that.
How many Oscars?
Okay, back to Infinity War.
Yeah.
One thing I was really worried about was it getting really confusing and it being too much because there's like 50 characters in this movie and they all need something to do, but they actually handled it pretty well.
I kind of disagree because they kind of wrote out.
You think it's still kind of a mess?
No, I don't think it's a mess. I just think that there are a lot of unnecessary characters. All right, like
Oh yeah, well yeah, like Winter
fucking
Soldier.
Bucky. Like Bucky could have just not been in that movie.
Like people who are going out to fight Thanos with guns.
Or Bucky could. Bucky should have been like just complete background fodder. Like he should have honestly. Like,
and he was. He was barely in the movie.
He was barely in the movie, but the fact of the matter is, like, they brought him into the action. I was just like, what the fuck is Bucky gonna do with his goddamn fucking gun? Turns out Bucky just like knows something we don't and has like fucking.
I mean, he does have a robot arm.
That's the fucking like. Bucky has the 7th Infinity Gem.
Oh yeah, it's in there somewhere.
It's hidden inside of his gun. He knew something that we didn't.
That's why Rocket wanted it. Why Rocket wanted his gun.
Yeah, Rocket could just sense it. But I'm surprised that Peter Quill didn't really
do much.
Yeah, I'm surprised because I expected him to like be the main person like fighting Thanos, but then he like give up his powers in the last movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, the last.
But by killing his dad, he lost.
That fucking sucked though. I remember
super creation powers.
I remember being kind of disappointed at the fact that like he wasn't gonna get any stronger, because I'm kind of like at this point Peter Quill is just kind of a guy with a gun, and
it's a space gun, so he's immediately a couple steps higher than Bucky.
Well, yeah, obviously he's higher than Bucky because it's like shooting energy or lasers or whatever instead of just regular fucking bullets. But he's still kind of just a guy with a gun, and like Chris Pratt does well. He definitely does well in this movie. But at the same time, it kind of felt like I don't know. I just wish he could do more. Like in the comics, Peter Quill is like this special. He's like a chosen one kind of guy, and I wish they kind of did that. Mm. Maybe they'll do it in part 2. I don't know. I think
in the Guardians of the Galaxy 3 or wait, what comes out first? Guardians of the Galaxy 3 or Infinity War?
Infinity War. How would they do Infinity?
No. I'm wondering because there was a very important character to Infinity Gauntlet that got hinted at being in They got hinted at coming into the franchise.
Hello?
Show up in
Okay.
Galaxy 3, or if he's going to be show up in Infinity War.
My internet just cut out. Could you repeat yourself?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I was wondering because in Guardians of the Galaxy 2, they hint at a very important character to the Infinity Gauntlet saga, coming into the MCU. I was wondering, like, is he going to show up in Infinity War 2, or is he going to show up in Guardians of the Galaxy 3? Because he's kind of a big guy.
He's probably
The character is Adam Warlock. He's pretty much the Soul Jam guy, and he's like a pretty important character to the Infinity Gauntlet comic.
I'm surprised they haven't like brought in people like the Beyonder and you know that giant like baby.
The Watcher.
Yeah, the Watcher. Like, I'm surprised they haven't brought people like that in.
They will probably show up in Infinity War 2 because they are also very important characters.
Yeah, because they're like in control of like the entire universe and they can reality work and all that stuff. So I'm surprised like they didn't show up or even were hinted at in this movie. But I feel like I'm worried that Infinity War Part 2 is just going to be like Miss Marvel, the show. I feel like she's just going to come in and like mop up everything. Because that's what they're making it seem like.
I don't even know what she does. I know she's basically just has Superman powers.
She like
energy blast.
She manipulates energy, and in my opinion, honest to God, that is the most like boring fucking description that you could have for a fucking.
What boils down to, I shoot lasers out my hands and he can fly.
Yeah, and it's just like, all right, who the fuck can? Like at this point.
It's not exactly on the creativity of JoJo stands.
Like, even then, like, you could just be like, alright, I need this in order to shoot energy. But no, it's just like, I think Captain Marvel, like, harnesses the energy of the sun.
From the cosmic or some shit.
Some bullshit like that. But either way, I guarantee you they're going to use, like, the same bullshit CGI.
They gotta get the rights to Fantastic Four back so they can fix that and bring in the Silver Surfer.
Yeah.
He's kind of important to lots of different stories.
Yeah, I feel like they do a really good job, like, compensating for the lack of certain characters. Because, like,
because they're missing lots of important people.
Yeah.
But still doing... I mean, they did Civil War without, like 5/6 of the cast.
Yeah, and that, like, hats off to them.
That being said, I really do hope they redo Civil War, because that comic is a lot better than that movie.
Well,
and they didn't really handle it as well as I would have liked.
I enjoyed Civil War enough. Like, it kept my attention. Like, I'm not gonna say
they were like mixing it with the subplot with Bucky, and they didn't need that. If they just focused on the politics and the fighting between the two characters, it would have been a lot better. But
it should have been one or the other, because I feel like
exactly. They don't try to make it the same movie.
They use that movie to introduce like Black Panther. He was seamlessly introduced, but
he was great. He just shows up and he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna fucking kill Bucky." That was great.
His appearance actually like makes sense in the movie. But fucking, like, Spider-Man, I feel like he was kind of shoehorned in. Like, I enjoyed his presence, but at the same time, I feel like he was kind of shoehorned in because, like, this whole side plot where Tony Stark...
It's kind of out of Tony's character to do that, because his whole thing is like, oh yeah, let's not be vigilantes anymore. And then he grabs a vigilante.
Yeah.
And then at the end, he goes like, okay, Spider-Man, go back to being a vigilante again. And you're like, okay, that's kind of weird.
But there's...
I'm glad though, because Spider-Man: Homecoming was great.
I still have yet to watch it. I checked it on.
Dude,
I checked if it was on Netflix, and
it has what's his face from Freaks and Geeks in it.
Oh, which one?
I don't know, man.
Either way, we're getting off topic.
One of them.
Speaking of,
it's all in the same
universe.
It all works together.
It all leads up to
it ties together.
But in Spider-Man in Infinity War, I actually really enjoyed him, despite the fact that like he did so little. I actually enjoyed the whole Iron Spider suit, and I enjoyed him in his fight scenes. Honestly, I don't understand like how a 16-year-old boy, or like he's a pipsqueak. He's like
He's a child.
Yeah, he's a legitimate child. Like, you see him coming off of a fucking bus in this movie.
Spider-Man's greatest power in these movies is reminding us that he is a child and he is not in, like, he should not be involved in these things.
Yeah, but what's weird,
specifically at the end of Infinity War.
What's weird is
like, that kid's 16 and this happened.
What's weird is he goes up against like people like fucking Thanos, and he's just like 6. Like, he's seen a lot of shit, and he's only like 16, and I kind of feel bad for him, especially at the end when he's like holding on to Tony Stark, and he's just like, I don't want to fucking die. I'm just like, Jesus Christ.
like this kid's like 2 years old. Get him out of this fucking fight right now.
I kind of like how.
To be fair, he wasn't supposed to be there in the first place.
I feel like he would have died either way after the whole, Infinity Gauntlet thing.
Yeah.
He wasn't. He wasn't in any real danger for the most part. He did.
What are you talking about? He was fighting Thanos. Of course, he's in danger.
He has a plot shield, though, man. Plot shield. Thanos can't beat plot shield. That's why there's
he doesn't have a plot shield. He died.
Well,
what do you mean? He died.
Well, that's why the Infinity Gauntlet has fucking reality warping powers. Anyway, but I really enjoyed how Tony Stark treats Peter like his son, and
you really gotta watch that Homecoming movie.
I'll fucking watch it when I can.
It has Michael Keaton as the main villain.
I'm not gonna fucking steal the movie, okay? I'm gonna give Marvel like my fucking $13. I don't fucking know, but
it's for now on a Redbox or something. I'll fucking watch it with you. It's a good movie.
Yeah, I appreciated the whole like father-son relationship that
Oh man, Tumblr fucking loves that shit so much. Like when I type in Infinity War on Tumblr, all I get is Tony and Peter, father son. Oh,
well, Tumblr ruins everything. So
yeah, it's kind of toxic.
But
he's the father he never had.
He pretty much is, to be fair.
He had Uncle Ben.
Well, yeah, but Uncle Ben fucking died.
Yeah, and now Peter's dead, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I guess it all rounds
They're together now in the Soul Gem.
Yeah. Oh wait, so the Soul Gem absorbs everybody?
I don't know if that's what they're gonna do. Sometimes it steals your soul. Other times not. I don't know. It's complicated.
Who the fuck knows?
I don't know what the fuck in the comic of fucking character Adam Warlock, which is the guy that got teased in Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
Yeah.
He got the gauntlet back, and then he just reversed time, and then everything was square.
Oh wow, nice.
because Thanos killed more than half the universe because he threw a temper tantrum because fucking Skeleton wouldn't put out. He threw a tantrum and killed more people.
I guess you could say Thanos has a real boner.
Yeah, for that Skeleton. It's great. I'd fuck Lady Death.
Yeah, well, she's a fucking comic book character, so obviously she has like a fucking ridiculous body. But
yeah, this fucking that pelvis.
Yeah, but speaking of Thanos, I don't think he's like, all right, in terms of the MCU, he's the best villain, but in terms
right next to Wilson Fisk.
In the MCU, not the television universe.
They might bring it in. They're not gonna bring it in.
They're not gonna fucking bring it in.
I wish they would.
Like, it's gonna be
just for Daredevil. Fuck all the other people.
It's gonna be so fucking.
Jessica Jones.
It's gonna be so jarring to like see these television sets and like.
I mean, like who do we have left?
To bring in.
Hawkeye is gonna save the day. And go get the fucking Infinity Stones back all by himself.
Yeah, dude, he's just
Hawkeye with his bow and arrow and his not working ears.
Do you think Hawkeye died, or no?
No, if they didn't show him dying, he's not dead.
I think his kids probably fucking died. Or like his kid and wife died, and that's why he's just like, let me get.
And he's like, oh, I'm gonna get Thanos now. Oh, and now I
Yeah,
have a reason to fight.
yeah. Part 2 spoilers. Hawkeye
Fuck
kills
saving my
everybody.
friends' lives.
Yeah. But yeah, Thanos, as we said, he carries the movie, but he's not. He's as far as villains go overall for like most movies, for like all movies, like his place in the entirety of cinema. I I don't know. Like as a villain, out of 10, I give him like a 6 or a 7.
Really?
Really.
I'd give him like an 8. I think he was very well developed, despite this being his. Because if you think about it, this is technically is the first appearance he has where he really does anything.
What I would have.
He appears in other movies, but he's pretty much just sitting there doing nothing.
What
And now
I.
I'm actually seeing why everyone is so afraid of him, and I think he brings that across very well,
What
and
I.
in a way that we can understand why he's doing it and what he's doing.
Well, yeah, but what I would have appreciated more was if they, instead of like going into his and Gamora's relationship, I wish they went into the story of his home planet more, because that was like kind of just like brushed over.
They might in Infinity War too, because his home planet is also another big part of the Infinity Gauntlet saga.
That's another fucking issue that I have with this movie, though, because it's just like the fact that
Because there's so many characters missing.
the fact that it's split
Thanos'
into
brother is supposed to be in this, but he's not because they introduce him. His name is Star Fox, and he's great.
Star Fox.
Yeah, he's basically just a regular looking guy, but his superpower is that when he talks, he can make people like him and do what he says. So he basically just goes around the universe saying mad puss all the time, and Thanos hates him. He's actually pretty cool. I like him.
He's a fucking pickup artist. But yeah, an issue that I have with the movie is the fact that like it's as a movie on its own, it completes the cycle, and it's like it's a comprehensive story, but at the same time there are so many questions. Like the story's not over because not
We
only
got part 2.
yeah, you got part 2, and that shit's like a year away, and like I just want to know how it fucking ends already. It's not even like it's like the like Harry Potter or fucking Twilight where like you have
Where it has like a definitive ending. Like, okay, that was the end of that story. Next movie.
yeah, you have the books to go off of, so it's not like you don't know what's gonna happen next. But the fact that they have to do so many rewrites because of the amount of missing characters, like you just don't know what the fuck is gonna happen next, pretty much.
I'm gonna steal this from Red Letter Media, but they said like, oh, I just imagine James Gunn in the theater watching this movie and just erasing his script. He's like, oh shit, I gotta fucking.
Yeah, pretty much. Like it's
The logo for Spider-Man 2 just turns to ash, blows away in the wind.
yeah, it's weird.
Spider-Man 2 was never real. That was a red herring this whole time.
I'm excited and kind of like trepidatious. Ooh, big word. I'm kind of trepidatious.
No, what do you think of the director saying that all the deaths are permanent?
It's obviously bullshit. They fucking legit, like the day after Infinity War came out, like they had a fucking press conference. So like it wasn't Comic-Con, but it was some shit, and they was just like, oh yeah, Spider-Man has the next movie, Black Panther has the next movie. Legitimately, like all the people turned.
Everyone who died is getting a sequel.
All the fucking people turned into Ash are getting a sequel. I'm just like, okay, so obviously like these deaths aren't like actually impactful.
What if they are though?
I don't know.
But they just pull some Rick and Morty bullshit in this universe jump.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Because fucking Marvel loves their multiple universe shit.
Well, the Marvel comics, but not. I'm surprised they haven't hinted at a second universe. I guess they're holding that off until they start fucking running out of ideas.
They're gonna wait for shit to calm down before they get into that wacky shit.
Spider-Hog 2030 confirmed. I feel like,
Oh God.
yeah, once you see
I mean, we're getting a Spider-Verse movie. Who knows? Maybe Tom Holland will make an appearance in it.
that'd be fucking weird. What if Tobey Maguire's in
Dude, I saw this fucking picture. It's Tom Holland wearing a white shirt that says "I don't feel so good."
that's, that's funny.
I was like, oh no.
A lot of the fucking a lot of the Spider-Man actors, like, I noticed there's a trend between them that, like, they just really like to poke fun at their own movies.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, because you gotta. I would. If I was in a fucking Marvel movie, I'd buy every action figure myself. You kidding me? Like, oh, I have a new toy. I'm gonna buy that shit immediately. I have an entire wall of me. It'd be great.
So, alright, well, since we're running close on time, final thoughts on Infinity War.
Oh shit, Tom Holland's only like a year older than me. I'm just looking up now. This is born in 1996. Oh fuck. Oh god, I'm getting old. Final thoughts. That's a good movie.
Yeah, go watch it.
It's long, but you want to keep watching it.
It doesn't,
which is rare with these long. It's like 3 hours long, and you're like, yeah, let's keep doing it.
Yeah.
Come on, next scene.
Oh yeah. My final thought. The thing that I really enjoyed was the fact that I did not know what was gonna happen next. Like, when I went to go see Black Panther, like, I could sense the story beats beat by beat by beat, but I was genuinely surprised at, like, some of the shit that happened in this movie.
Because this movie's structure is a lot different. It doesn't take a traditional like 3-act structure. It's like 6 different plots all happening at the same time.
Yeah, but
which I think was really nice. Which I thought was a good way of handling so many characters, to split them up. These guys are doing this thing. These guys are doing this thing, and everyone's doing their own thing, but they all have the same goal. And I thought that was really cool.
Yeah, they all ended up in the same place, both physically and
not all of them. Not all of them.
Well,
Iron Man's trapped on a planet somewhere.
Iron Man. I'm actually curious as to see, like, how the fuck he gets back, or maybe he just, like, sits there and starves to death.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe Tony Stark. Maybe Robert Downey Jr. is secretly
his
like
suit's
fucking
destroyed. Yeah, everyone is dead. There's nothing on this planet.
Then again, he is pretty resourceful, so if he wants to get back.
Infinity War 2 is just a survival movie on this animal planet.
That would be fucking hilarious.
And then he runs into Star Fox.
He fucking drinks his own piss.
Yeah. It's great.
You can't trust the water on these planets. Just fucking pees into a cup like that. Fucking he runs into Star Fox. So, like, no, the water's fine. It's just like, well, I've kind of already, gotten used to it.
Does anyone even know where he is?
No, yeah, nobody does.
So he's just, yeah. Oh yeah, because they wouldn't. So he's just fucked.
Yeah, he just kind of, like, randomly hopped on the ship before. Well, Hulk could know where he is.
No.
Well, he wouldn't know exactly where he is, but he could know that, like, okay, he's in space.
Hulk knows he's somewhere in space.
Yeah, but, like, nobody.
So okay, so he could be anywhere but Earth. Let's go find him.
Yeah. Yeah.
We know he's not here, so that's step 1 done.
I don't know.
He's got to check the entire rest of the universe.
They'll figure it out.
He's up there somewhere. If Thanos didn't kill him, which we don't know if he did or not.
Yeah, it turns out they just gave up on him. Like, oh man, Tony Stark's fucking dead. And then they just all move on. Like, he was kind of a dick anyway. Fucking Captain America, like, fucks Pepper.
Oh no, he was never.
Like, oh, you've been lonely, huh? Anyway, to segue on to the next film, the film we saw last night, Deadpool 2.
Yeah.
What did you think?
Also starring Thanos.
Yeah, also starring Josh Brolin.
Josh Brolin, who's in both of these movies as an antagonists.
Well,
kinda?
he was obviously an antagonist in
Infinity War, but it's
Infinity
like
War.
anti-hero thing.
Yeah, he's an anti-hero.
In Deadpool, but whatever, he's fine.
Everybody's a fucking anti-hero in Deadpool. They don't give a shit.
Especially Deadpool.
They chew bubblegum and take names. Whatever.
That's not the quote.
That's not the fucking quote.
You tried, and that's all that really matters.
Hey,
so,
man.
what did you think of it?
Actually, let me do you one better. Before we start talking about Deadpool 2, overall, what did you think of Deadpool 1?
Deadpool 1 was a good movie. It obviously broke new ground. Highest, it made the most money of any other R-rated movie of that time.
Well, yeah, because
proving that R-rated movies are profitable. You just gotta have good writing.
No, fuck off. It's because it's a comic book movie. If you fucking sit there,
no, I don't think so.
The only reason why Deadpool made
are you saying that Deadpool has bad writing?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying that Deadpool. No. Okay, the reason why it broke that initial box office was because it was Deadpool. But the reason
and it's advertising.
Yeah, the reason why
its advertising was godly.
It was really godly. But the reason why it did so well was because it was a fucking comic book movie, and people are just like, "Oh, Marvel? I'm gonna go take my kids to see."
I don't know. I feel like a lot more people saw Deadpool than they saw Days of Future Past.
Well, was Days of Future Past a fucking R-rated movie?
No, it was not an R-rated movie, but it was an X-Men movie.
Oh yeah, nobody gives a shit about X-Men anymore.
Yeah, no one gives a shit about X-Men anymore, which is perfect time for Deadpool to come and just fuck up everything and all the timelines and shit.
Fucking
no one cares about it. No one saw Apocalypse.
Like after The Last Stand, I was just like, all right, cool, that's done. And then I saw like X-Men First Class. I was just like,
I haven't seen any X-Men movie outside of like Origins Wolverine.
Watch the first 3 X-Men movies because.
Oh no! I saw the one with where they first find Rogue.
Yeah, so that's
that one.
That's the first one.
And that one was okay.
X2 is good, and all 3 of the first.
And I obviously saw Logan because it was amazing.
I have still yet to watch Logan. I barely
that's
watch
That's
movies.
a good movie right there. Also, if you haven't seen Logan, don't watch Deadpool 2. That spoils that movie.
Yeah, it does spoil the movie, but
it's like the first 10 minutes.
But well, you could still. Oh, all right. Spoilers for Logan as well. You could watch the movie. All you know is that Logan fucking dies at the end, and it's just like,
hey, this is Hugh Jackman's last role as Wolverine.
Yeah, like it's pretty fucking obvious. Like I don't know what else he could fucking do. Like right off into sunset.
It's his last time playing this character.
Yeah.
And he's an old ass man now.
Yeah.
I wonder what'll happen in this movie.
I don't know.
It's still an amazing movie.
He slipped.
Watch that movie regardless.
He slipped in his own catheter juice and fell down the stairs.
You're thinking of
Xavier.
Yeah, there you go. Actually,
how do you slip in a fucking wheelchair, Connor?
Well, it's like he was hydroplaning.
How did he get that fast? Anyway.
It's an electric wheelchair. As fast as he wants.
Yeah,
he's got mind powers.
He has his fucking psychic powers just to.
He's telekinesis. Yeah, he's
just to move.
He's Tokyo drifting.
Oh shit! You just fucking walk into the training room. You just see him like doing donuts. Fucking like, what are you doing? Anyway,
SOD playing in the background.
Anyway, the first Deadpool movie, I enjoyed it. Not as much as like I thought I would. Not as much as everybody else did. Like a lot of the fucking jokes.
It was very hyped, which is why I'm glad I saw it so early. Because I didn't get that big hype wave for this movie. I was like, okay, yeah, Deadpool. Let me watch this.
Yeah,
it was good.
A lot of the jokes were hit or miss for me. The color palette was so fucking drab. Like that was one thing.
A lot of ADR.
Yeah.
A lot of ADR.
Well, yeah. Well, that carries over into the next movie too. Speaking of the next movie, yeah. Initial thoughts on Deadpool 2.
It's good.
Yeah,
it's good. I liked it more than the first one.
Oh, I liked it miles more than the fucking first one.
Like Deadpool was carving out, this is the character and this is what these movies are going to be like, and then in Deadpool 2 was, hey, you already know this character, let's introduce some more people, and let's have an actual pretty cool movie with some cool stuff going on. Deadpool 1 was very simple. It's hey, I'm an ugly fucko. Let me go get not ugly and fuck my. And so I'm gonna go beat up this guy till he makes me not ugly anymore. And that's pretty much it. It's just like, hey, you fucked with me, I'm gonna get you, and then he gets him at the end. Well, Deadpool 2 has a lot more themes going on.
Yeah, Deadpool 2 is like a deeper movie.
It's a family movie. It's about family.
Family picture. Oh god.
As Deadpool says.
I just made a fucking nostalgia critic joke. I'm gonna go hang myself. Yeah, it's a vast improvement for me. Like, literally everything in the movie was improved except the CGI. The good CGI was good. I wouldn't say really good, but the bad fucking CGI. I don't understand like why this is still a fucking problem.
They had to give their money to all the cameos.
I mean, even then, but yeah,
there's a lot of cameos in that movie.
Brad Pitt made a cameo for no goddamn reason. Like
for like 2 seconds, not even 2 seconds. Brad Pitt's in the movie.
Like, I don't know why he's in the fucking movie. Like, that was kind of pointless. Just like, what the fuck? Like,
it's not pointless. It's a joke. It's fine. Like, oh, there's Brad Pitt. It's funny. He's the invisible guy. That's cool.
Oh, now I fucking get it. Okay, that's really funny. It's just an obligatory like waste of money. Okay, touche Deadpool. Anyway, yeah, positives. Positives. We should have done this with Infinity War, but much more easy way to break it down and break down the discussion. But positives for
Infinity War has a lot more positive than negatives, so it's easy to just bring up the negatives and say everything else is fine.
Yeah. But yeah, Deadpool's positives. The color palette fucking increased. The camera work is actually a lot better than the first one because a lot of the camera work was kind of just like stale in the first movie, and this movie actually has like that one scene in the beginning. Oh yeah, spoilers for Deadpool 2 as well, obviously. But the one scene in the beginning where he's on the floor of the blind lady's house and it's like zooming in on his face on the carpet, that was like really fucking aesthetically pleasing. Like when he's talking about like, oh, I have nothing left, and he's like stealing his fucking cocaine.
Yeah, he's getting his cocaine back.
Yeah, like when he was on the floor and like the camera did like the slow zoom in on his face, and like you just see the pattern of the carpet behind him, and like you just see his pasty testicle looking face. That was really pleasing. Another thing that I really liked is the fact that the movie just felt bigger. Like you had a lot more locations, you had a lot more,
there's a lot more going on.
Yeah, you had a lot more people. Josh Brolin did a great job. Cable's a great.
He was funny. I wasn't expecting Cable to crack as many jokes as he did, but he really did. He
didn't crack jokes in like a Marvel movie sense. He just kind of like God, these fucking
Cable had his own sense of humor.
Yeah, he's just like
he's very deadpan. He's just
an angry old man that ended up in this situation with these
dubsteps for pussies,
annoying people.
Never forget fucking Josh Brolin saying dubsteps for pussies. That's a highlight of that movie for me.
Another huge positive, the best part of the fucking movie, Negasonic Teenage Warhead is just
oh my god, you asshole.
Like
when we were watching this movie, every time she would come up, he just goes, "Oh fuck, is she so?" Oh,
like she's just like unbelievably aesthetically pleasing, and it's just insane.
Don't use aesthetically pleasing to describe people. It's not.
But no, dude. Like she like. I need a couple of her headshots or something, dude. Like
for this movie specifically, all she did was get a haircut.
Exactly,
get her eyebrows done.
The fucking glow up is real. But yeah, that's pretty much all the positives I have. The fucking negatives, as I said before, the CGI. There's a scene.
The domino scene.
Yeah, the
Domino's great, by the way.
oh yeah.
I fucking
Another
love
thing.
Domino.
All the characters that they did introduce are really great. Like, there's gonna be a part in the movie where they introduce like a bunch of different characters, and I expected them to actually like at least have a fight scene, like Terry.
Nope.
Yeah, no, they just fucking die.
Everyone except Domino dies, and then it's like, oh, okay, now it's Deadpool and Domino Adventures.
Yeah, and that was
yeah.
That was really nice to watch, and it was funny. That fucking death scene like had me fucking roll. Yeah.
This one by one, they're all dying funny in unique ways.
They're all dying in like these horrible fucking ways.
Terry Crews gets hit by a truck.
Terry. That was like the least grueling one. Like, somebody gets fucking put through a wood chipper and throws some acid on somebody else.
That one guy went into helicopter blades.
It was. It was gruesome. It was gruesome. In
like they didn't even lay on the ground before they died for most of these guys.
Yeah.
Great.
But the negatives, the CGI, just in that one scene, in the Domino scene where she's like walking through the
traffic and stuff, and his car slipping over her and stuff.
It literally looked like a fucking PS2 game.
It's a PS2 FMV.
Yeah, it was so fucking.
Like I just replayed Kingdom Hearts. I know how that game looks. I'm accurate in my descriptions of that.
It was fucking awful. Like, I don't understand how the fuck like people get paid to make that. And like, there was plenty of time to like polish it up, but I guess they spent a lot of time on like the Juggernaut model and all that shit. I guess I don't know. It didn't. It's still cool enough. It just looks bad.
they need to put lots of time into the pores on Juggernaut's ass.
Pretty much.
Also, yeah, you can see Juggernaut's asshole in this movie.
Oh yeah. So all of you, I don't even know.
If you're into Juggernaut,
yeah,
you want to see.
If you're really into Juggernaut.
If you're really into Juggernaut.
Yeah. Really specific.
You want to see him get some shit shoved up his ass.
Yeah.
This is the movie for you.
Other negatives. I guess the main villain. God, he's just.
Which one?
The fucking kid.
Oh, the kid. I wouldn't call him the villain.
The antagonist.
I would describe him as the driving force of the narrative.
The opposing force. He's just fucking annoying. Like, the whole time I just wanted to fucking like push him down a flight.
No. You hate him. I love the kid. I thought he was really. I love the way how he keeps talking about wanting to be a gangsta, and how he has a penknife stuck up in his ass, like the entire movie.
Yeah, he keeps it there the whole movie. I didn't like him as a person. Like,
he's a fucking asshole kid.
Yeah, he's an asshole, annoying kid, and like he reminds me of fucking early Josh Peck. Like, imagine like early Drake and Josh Peck before like he lost all the weight. Just imagine him like shouting at like fucking.
I'm gonna fucking kill you.
Yeah, like, all right, like that. You know that one meme that goes around where like Josh Peck is on a boat and he's just like cursing out everybody. Yeah.
yeah, it's basically him.
Yeah, that's basically that kid throughout the whole fucking movie. Like, fuck you, I hate you, you didn't want to be my friend, man.
Get out of my room, I'm playing Minecraft.
God, and then like he even gets like emo hair at the end when he's just like fucking chasing down the weirdo guy.
No, the emo hair is the best though. It's great.
Yeah, that's really all the negatives for me. Just a fucking kid in the CGI.
Josh Brolin's hot.
Yeah, Josh Brolin's like daddy as fuck. Yeah, like you got Josh Brolin for the guy, for the girls, and the homosexuals, and then
and they didn't have Negasonic for the guys and the other homosexual.
Yeah, the other homosexuals.
Also, speaking of homosexuals, this is the first Marvel movie to include an openly gay character. Two openly gay characters.
And they didn't even make a fucking big deal out of it, you know? Like, you know, they didn't put it in the spotlight.
Negasonic has a hot Asian girlfriend who kicks ass.
I'm actually genuinely surprised that, like, fucking BuzzFeed or some shit didn't write an article on it. Like,
I'm sure it exists.
Well, I'm sure it exists, but I'm surprised it's not, like, plastered everywhere, like the fucking, Infinity War Dark Souls one.
Oh, dude, well, that's a big meme.
That was fucking terrible. Dark Souls. It's the Dark Souls of the Marvel movies, Connor.
Oh God.
Yeah, the Deadpool is a good movie. Deadpool 2 is a good movie. I mean, Deadpool.
Yeah.
Deadpool 1 is an R.
Oh no, you know what? I'm wrong because Wade Wilson's bisexual.
He doesn't fucking count.
What are you talking about? He took a dick up the ass.
Well, yeah, but that's more as a joke.
Multiple times.
Like, you know, Negasonic's relationship is an actual, like, serious relationship. You can be straight. You can be straight and just, like, having your prostate massaged.
I know I do.
We all do. We just don't like to say it. It's alright. It's natural.
Everyone has their thing.
Yeah, don't king shit, guys. Yeah.
Okay, but in the comics, Deadpool is like legit bisexual.
Well, yeah, no, Deadpool is.
She's straight up like, oh yeah, hell yeah, man, I'm all about everything.
Yeah, when he fucking like goes to different planets and like has sex with like these. Like I remember there was one comic where he had like sex with like just this blob, and it was just like, wow, this is.
Yeah. I mean, you gotta get the job done.
Yeah, you gotta get out there, man. You know, try new things.
Who is this Japanese electric wielding sweetheart in Deadpool 2?
Well, geez,
that's the article for me.
Oh fuck! Who wrote it? Kotaku? That sounds like a Kotaku article.
I don't know.
Nah, that's a Kotaku article. Stop lying. I know you have like Google alerts for him. Wasn't it Kotaku who fucking wrote the Dark Souls?
I don't think it was Kotaku. I hope it was, because
that'd be fucking.
Kotaku's a fucking joke.
Kotaku is a fucking joke, and they know it now. There was like a period where they like kind of it was like, no guys, we're legitimate journalism, but now they just don't give a fuck. Like they will put out complete trash. Were there any more flaws in Deadpool 2 for you, or anything like really nice you wanted to point out? The domino scenes were really really fucking interesting. Like they were really.
Yeah, because it's just chain reactions resulting in her good luck.
Yeah, it's like Final Destination, but like the bad guys die, you know. So it's like Final Destination, because everybody in those movies is a complete asshole. Making 13 Reasons Why, but we'll talk about that another time.
No, we're not talking about 13 Reasons Why on this fucking podcast.
We'll talk about it one day.
I'm not gonna watch it.
I'll just sit here and rant, and you can listen and react.
You know what we can rant though?
The Office.
The Office.
That'll come later. If we don't dig into Han Solo long enough, then we can just talk about The Office. But back to the current podcast. Yeah, the Deadpool 2. Go watch it. You won't regret it. Don't bring your kids.
Here's an article for you. After Deadpool 2, we need to talk about how Asian women are depicted in Marvel movies.
Oh, fucking hell. There it is. Actually, I understand where they're coming from. You know, she has, like, that bright pink hair, and, you know, she's pretty much, like, a J-pop star.
It has Yukiko, and then it talks about Mantis.
Who?
The bitch from Guardians 2.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ.
And then
she's not Asian. She's a fucking alien.
And then there's Wong from Doctor Strange. They talk about. I don't know. Like, why are there any main characters? I don't fucking know. I'm not reading that. I'm not reading this article.
Since we just like pretty much stamped a seal of approval on Deadpool 2, you actually want to talk about like the modern state of Marvel Comics and how
They know what they're doing.
No, I'm talking about like Marvel comics, not the MCU, like comics.
Fuck the comics.
Yeah, the comics are absolutely fucking terrible. Like and
there are some good stuff. There's some good stuff in there, but
there's still like some diamonds in the rough. But like, there's a lot of fucking rough. Like,
Civil War 2 is garbage.
Civil War 2 is fucking awful.
House of M is garbage. And people are gonna hate me for saying House of M is garbage, but House of M is garbage.
Secret War, the reboot Secret War, was actually...
I haven't seen Secret War yet.
Secret War was actually half decent. So
yeah,
that was the last decent major storyline after Civil War.
You gotta read Daredevil again. It's fucking amazing.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to fucking do a lot of editing because my internet shit. But yeah,
It's okay. Let's cut the podcast in half. No biggie.
Yeah, no problem. I'll just sit there and be like, hey, fuck you guys. Yeah.
Fuck you guys.
Yeah, just watch it. You know, we're here for the yucks. We're not fucking critics. We don't know what the fuck we're talking about. We're just a couple fucking idiots who decided to buy some mics and talk shit.
It's all good.
But yeah, the Marvel comics, like, now, even aside from the fact that like everybody's either a woman, gay, or like a fucking minority, like, they focus too much on that. And like, if you go on YouTube, you can find a bunch of neckbeards complaining about it, but it's not one of those things where it's just like the SJWs are ruining this and ruining that. Like, it's a legitimate like threat to the fucking art form. Like, back in...
What point are you making?
That Marvel comics are fucking bad.
Oh, yeah.
Like, the new, like, rebooted characters. Like, alright, Iron Man, for an example. Like, I haven't actually...
Okay, so the problem...
Whoa.
The problem with what they're doing is that they're... The way they're handling integrating these types of characters into the story and stuff is very forced and looks very calculated and just look right.
Yeah, it's very...
They are being shoehorned in left and right.
It's very pandering, and like, why not just... Alright, back in the 70s or like the late 60s, when you had like Blade and Black Panther,
Black Panther was sooner than that, I think, wasn't he?
I don't even remember, but I remember Blade, I think Blade came first. Blade was the first black Marvel character to come out, and they wrote him specifically to be a black character. And I guess you could argue that that's worse, but at the same time, both Blade and Black Panther, like, the comics hold up just fine. Like,
I mean, a point can be made that if no other representation exists, then it's fine to put someone in there. But we already have plenty of minority and multisexual people already existing in the Marvel universe. We don't need to shoehorn in even more new ones for the sake to say that we put in new ones.
It's not even the fact that they're like shoehorning them in. It's the fact that they're like...
It's very clear why they're doing it.
It's very clear why they're doing it, and they're kind of like just taking a giant fucking eraser and like erasing like older characters like Tony Stark and saying, it's just like, what the fuck is the point? Like, the fucking comics aren't selling well, so like you might as well just like give the fucking people what they want. And like,
we have gay characters, we have bisexual, we have all these characters, we have black characters, we have characters of every race already.
Yeah,
you don't need to do all this other stuff.
Make your own fucking
There's
comic.
no reason for it. You're doing it so that you can say you did, and you're doing it so that for this very calculated and kind of gross reason, and being that the rainbow flag sells right now, and that's gross. I don't like that.
the rainbow flag stalls right now. That's a
It
great.
does.
That's
Do you remember that year when every company logo had a rainbow flag behind it
Oh yeah.
because it was cool?
Yeah. That. I wish people would be more wise to that. But on that note, we're pretty much.
It's like it's getting to the point where it's just pandering, and we're almost to Kylie Jenner Pepsi again.
Ugh, don't even bring that up.
I'm gonna bring it up because it's part of the topic.
It is part of the topic.
Also, well, while we're on the topic of Marvel Comics, something that I hate in Marvel Comics that really bothers me is the way they handle the character writing of Spider-Man.
Oh yeah.
I'm not just talking about Spider-Verse, even though Spider-Verse is a mess. It's the way they handle Spider-Man's character.
How do they?
Because they put him in timelines where he is now an adult.
Mm-hmm.
He is an adult character. He's in his 20s, 30s, whatever. He has a wife. Sometimes he has a kid.
Ugh.
And yeah, I know House of M's gross. And but they're still writing him as if he's a pussy ass like 14-year-old. And it makes no sense to me.
My favorite incarnation.
He's acting all emotional and anxious and going through all this stuff.
That sounds awful.
When he should when like he's acting like a 14-year-old when he's like 30. And like, what the hell are you doing? And if you're gonna write him this way, keep him the same age he was before.
But they
or have him grow as a person. Like you can't have both.
They already wrote Spider-Man as a grown person though. That's weird. The fucking Spider-Man animated series.
So just have him mature. Don't keep him a fucking 14-year-old in his brain forever.
The Spider-Man animated series, like he was in college and I think he marries somebody at the end. But yeah, that Spider-Man is like a good adult version of the Spider-Man. Like he doesn't act like a kid at all.
I'm specifically the example I'm talking about is in House of M when he's still acting like a whiny bitch and fucking all this shit. Like he's so immature, but like you're like 27 or some shit. You're married. What the hell are you talking about? What's going on? Why are you acting this way?
Because his kid does, man. He doesn't know it.
No, he doesn't.
His kid doesn't even exist.
He has a fit because fucking Scarlet Witch puts him in a universe where he's happily married with someone that's not his current wife. And he has this huge anxiety attack and shit when he realizes the truth. And there was a huge fit at Wolverine and shit. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Stop it. You're a grown ass man. You know how timelines work. You were in Spider-Verse. What the fuck are you talking about? You should understand timelines. I fucking hate House of M. I hate House of M.
I can tell.
Yeah. He does it more in Civil War 2. In Civil War 2, he's pulling the same shit. But they're writing him like a child, even though he's fucking like 30.
Maybe he's just a bitch. Anyway. Maybe.
Spider-Man's a bitch, confirmed.
Yeah. Well, you can't blame him. He's seen a lot of shit. Like, he didn't really get to grow up. Well, he had to grow up quick, so he didn't get to grow up properly.
Yeah.
I don't know. He's probably still a virgin.
Bring back Childish Gambino into the MCU.
He probably doesn't even know what sex is yet. He probably just, like, plays fucking patty cake with Mary Jane when, like, she's horny. Anyway, this has gone on long enough. Any closing words for the podcast?
Give me a second. I'm eating a sandwich.
What the fuck? Okay, I'll say it then. So go see. Final conclusion. Ending thesis statement.
Watch these two movies. Don't read House of M.
Yeah, go see Infinity War and Deadpool 2. Definitely go see Deadpool 2. And don't read House of M. Don't read any Marvel comics, as a matter of fact. Read
Daredevil Born Again.
Read Daredevil Born Again, but
and Daredevil Yellow.
Yeah, don't read anything else. Don't spend your money on
The
comics.
first Civil War comic's good. Civil War 1's good. Civil War 2's fucking garbage.
You heard it here first, guys. Civil War 2 is garbage.
Old Man Logan's okay, but then he kind of sucks.
All right. So those are your final words.
Yep, I'm good.
All right. Bye guys. See you next week, where we talk about Han Solo and.
Oh fuck, so I hate Solo.
Yeah. There's your.
Spoiler. I
There's
don't like.
your
I don't like the
foreshadowing.
Solo movie.
Anyway. That's it.
It's
Bye.
like Cowboy Bebop in the Star Wars universe. Fuck
All right.
yourself.
Save it for the podcast.
I
Well, have a good one.